Sup? It's Greggatron. This, 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 this. Look at it. This. Yeah. Magnificent. This. Yeah. This is Greggatron. Alright, so this video is for a friend of mine, my homie Zenny. So Zenny went live. For those who don't know, he's a friend out of Canada. He lives in Canada. And he's cool people, cool folk. He has his own little YouTube channel as well. And it's called Zenny Reacts. And he responds and reacts to breakdance videos. He's into breakdancing. Well, he went live a few weeks ago, and he asked me, how strong have you gotten since you had your home gym? Well, first he said, well, when did you get your gym? I said, about 5 years ago when I bought my house. He's like, all right. His question was, how strong have you become in the last 5 years? So, with that said, I have some receipts. I got my good notebook out. So, check this out. Okay, I was checking my notebook from 2020, and I did a lot of chest back then. A lot of chest, because I was trying to get up to 315, I believe. This is about a year ago from now. Today's date is the 28th of October. This is about 5 years ago. I pressed 135 as a warm-up 10 times, 205 5 times, 225 6 times. Then I did a drop set down, did 10 reps total of 205, then back down to 195. So around this time period, I was working up to the increment of around 205, 225 was give or take my max. Now for my current notebook, let's go here. 50 push-ups in the morning, bench press. Okay, that's with the dumbbells, so don't worry about that. Legs, chest. 8 reps of 135. That's yesterday. 5 reps of 225. I did a rep of 275. 315. Drop set to 275. Ooh, this was good. Then I did 12 reps of 225. That was nice. Drop down again, back to 135. And I did 30 reps. They were not full reps, but that's okay. Then I did some more stuff. But let me see real quick. So if you want a direct comparison, this week, this is yesterday, I weighed 232 pounds. 5 years ago, I was 199. Now let's put these side by side, right? I went from doing the 10 reps of 135, then I did 8 reps of 135, which I could have done the 10. 5 reps of 205. Then I did 5 reps of 225. So that's already some improvement because my second set is already 20 pounds heavier than back then. Third set, Now I'm getting into the 225. I did 4 reps and then 2. Whereas here, I'm working on the pyramid, so I just did the 1 rep. So back then, I wasn't even hitting 275 yet. Whereas here, now, I did 275 on my 3rd set. So I dropped down after that 3rd set, the 4th set down to 205. Whereas now, I actually went up a step higher to the 315. 1 rep. So I did get stronger between the 3rd and 4th set. Because back then I would have already done a drop set, it looks like. And good for me, when I did my drop sets, I did different sets. Just to, keep some strength. Drop down to 205, then I drop down again to 195. Whereas I go up to 315. Then I drop down to 275. So when I did drop down, the first drop, I did 5 reps. Whereas when I dropped down here, so my rep range was somewhat similar because I did 5 reps here, but I went from 205 on the drop to 275. So that's a 70-pound increase on the drop set. That's pretty good. Then I dropped it again. And I would do different drop sets depending on how I felt on my workout. So don't count this as just universal. I'm just showing you this because the date, 10-20. All right. So my last drop set, I did 6 reps, and then I did 5 of 135. Whereas here, I did more. See, that's impressive. Excuse me. When I dropped from the 275 to the 225, I did 12 reps. Back then I did a total of 10. And that wasn't even straight. And then I dropped it down further, got 30 reps. So what does this mean? It means I made some gains over the last 5 years. Also, I was able to do, in the past, 15 reps of 225 on the drop set. I did that before. It's in this notebook somewhere. So yeah, I was able to do currently higher sets, more sets to the peak. I call 315 the peak because I kind of stopped there. I could go higher, but I don't really mess with that anymore. And then I did more drop sets. Looks like I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, excuse me. 5 sets. Now I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I did 2 extra sets and I have more weight. All right. So that's an idea. As far as squats and deadlift, I didn't mess with deadlifts back then, or hardly any squats. So that's going to be hard to track down. But I definitely had a lot of chest. And I always write down my weight and the date. All right. I hope that answered your question. As far as arms goes, arms are kind of tricky because you can pretty much do anything with your arms. So it's hard to even compare arm workouts from 5 years ago. Because every arm workout, you can just go crazy. What do we have here? 32 reps of 30s, 26 reps of... You see what I'm saying? Arms just gets out of control. We got some more bench here. But even when I was doing sets of 5s, I wasn't going more than 235 and such. But again, look at my weight. I would always circle it or put a star next to it if that was my new weight. So it took me years to get to this weight, the weight that I'm at now. Today I'm 229. Yep. Yes, sir. So, I hope this was helpful. If there's any questions unanswered, let me know. I'll make a follow-up. Okay. It's Greggatron. Peace.